welcome to the Z Wellness Link. I'm your host, Dr. Padiaite, and I know you haven't heard from us for a couple of weeks. We've had a few production challenges that we've been dealing with, but Christmas is coming, and we know we can't leave you ajar. We have to make sure that you approach the Christmas very, very well, and survive it for us to meet in the new year, because we've got great and wonderful things planned for you in the new year. Today we shall talk about our gut health. At this time of the year, there are a lot of parties, there are a lot of meetings, a few funerals, and our stomachs are going to be working very, very hard to cope with the load that we shall be putting upon it. And so it is best that we know how to manage what we are putting in and what our outcomes will be afterwards. Our guest today is a gentleman called Andrew Ano Apo.
Yeah, Apo.
Apo.
Yes.
Who is a wellness advocate. He's been in the preventive health space for over 10 years and has been contributing in various ways to ensure that we remain healthy in this country. And he's going to assist us in ensuring that we have a good gut, a good Christmas, and a wonderful New Year. Mr.
Andrew. You can
say him again.
Andrew.
No, I like that. Apo.
Apo.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc.
Great. Why did you get interested in preventive health?
Okay, that's an amazing question. But before I answer this, I'd want to thank the entire production team and then the CEO of Z for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts on preventive health and especially gut health, why it means so much to us. I'd say growing up in secondary school, Form 3, my dad got very ill. Mm-hmm. We were then in Prestia. He was working in the mines, and by the sheer intervention of God, he survived. And since then, the thought came that I was going to lose my dad at a very early stage, and so I got an interest of what health was all about and why he would fall sick in his 40s. Fast forward, I got interested in promoting health through what I do, which is marketing. I've been a sales and marketing person all my life, and I delved into the network marketing space, and I realized that in that space there was a lot of health and wellness products. Mm-hmm. And so I got into interaction with a lot of doctors and people in the nutritional space, and I realized that prevention was better than cure, like we've always said. So coupled with products that we were promoting and the testimonies that were coming out of the products, I realized that I needed to know more about preventive health so that it could aid me in promoting my products. And it's been an interesting journey. There's a saying that an apple a day keeps you away from the doctor.
Keeps the doctor away. Yes.
Keeps the doctor away. So I was like, okay, if an apple could keep the doctor away, how much more better nutrition?
How much more aloguntungui and
a combination of better diets, better mm-hmm. nutrition could, and that's what I realized, that a lot of people don't know we know what food is, but we don't know what nutrition is. Mm. And so therefore we consume everything that is palatable to the tongue, and then the body deals with us by getting sick. And once we get sick, then we give the doctors work to do. Mm. And sometimes it can be complicated, and I find doctors who want to save lives not able to save lives because it's been too late.
Yeah. The damage is too much.
The damage is too much, yeah.
Have you, in your experience, seen the benefits of preventive health?
Yeah, I would say my sister, she comes twice after me. She's currently in the States. But when she was in Ghana, she was obese. I mean, because we eat. Mm-hmm. We would do the normal 3 square meals. Mm-hmm. And that's what we were made to know, that you have your breakfast, your lunch and your supper, coupled with snacks and stuff. But when she went to the States and she got involved with a company that was actually promoting preventive health, and when I saw her picture, honestly, I thought she was sick because she had drastically reduced in size. So I called her and says, "What's wrong?" He says, "Bro, I'm not sick. I'm just shedding off all the waste that I put on myself." And I've been following her, and it got to me that, okay, if my kid sister was doing that, why shouldn't I follow suit? So I also started to follow that, and food has been something that I haven't craved for so much if it's not going to fuel my body.
That's why you don't have a pot belly.
Yeah, I could have a pot belly because, like I was telling you, before my daddy got sick, he had a pot belly, and it was nice to have a pot belly. In those times, we call it sikefru, but you realize that it's all disease. It's all disease. Yeah.
So here's my question: what exactly is gut health, and why is it so important?
Okay, so I would say that the gut has been underestimated by a lot of people. People don't know what even the gut is. We hear the word gut feeling, but what is the gut? I have learned that the gut spans from your mouth to the anus. And within the system, you have a whole colony of trillions of beneficial bacteria.
Somebody says we are a bag of bacteria.
A bag of
a human being is a bag of bacteria.
Yes. Some would say it's a whole universe in the gut. So you have beneficial bacteria, you have bad bacteria, you have microbes, and a whole lot of stuff. Now, when we eat food, it has to go into the stomach. But first, digestion starts from the mouth. So you break down the foods, enzymes would break it down right to the stomach. And the stomach also does its work by churning the food and into a slimy substance that gets into the small intestines. Now, once they are in the small intestines, now the work of the good bacteria or the beneficial bacteria is to break these foods down into minute molecules that would now transfer the nutrients that the body needs. Our cells need to function. And basically, the cells need these nutrients to power us, give us energy to move around, to think and do whatever we have to do. So the God in his infinite wisdom put all these things in the gut. Now, in as much as we have the beneficial bacteria, we also have the bad bacteria, okay? But there has to be a balance. But a lot of people haven't even understood that when the food gets into our system, how digestion takes place or absorption takes place is some bacteria breaking it down to feed the blood. Now, within the gut is a lining also, serving as a preventive wall, which allows these nutrients to get into our cells and prevents toxins from getting into the cells. So once that operation is done, the waste product now goes into the large intestines, to the colon, waiting to be expelled. And that's all the problems. A lot of people don't expel very well. Today we are actually fighting everything that would not make us healthy, to the extent that the pots in which we release our feces have been made so comfortably that you don't have good elimination. So you realize that if you don't have very good gut health to break down the foods, you have a lot of waste. And when these wastes go settle in the colon, it breeds, it breeds bacteria and toxins. And the toxins, if you are not lucky, sip through your gut walls, get into your bloodstream, into the cells, and then there's chaos. It's a lot of diseases. So the gut is a whole colony where everybody should be really taken care of. And it also has a relationship with the brain. So, like they say, there's this song that says "Fuponko Odidiwe na origin," So Bob Cool song. It means that when gluttony, when you get oversaturated, it's too full, it even affects your brain.
Your brain stops working properly.
Your brain stops working properly, and it's a whole lot, So I think we all must look at the gut.
Do you have a Bob Cool song on your system? Please check and see if you have it. If you have it, we'll play it.
That's the what I know about the gut in its simplest form. I know it's a whole complex structure that you as a doctor would understand it better.
When we were in school, we were taught it was digestion of food, and that was just like its major job. Now we are discovering the fact that it's a major contributor to our immune system.
Yeah.
And a major player in our brain's activity.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Yeah, so there are, the human science is evolving. There are discoveries done every day. There are some theories that have been debunked and some theories that are coming up, and people are realizing, oh, we didn't look at this very well. So yes, looking at the what goes on in the gut, God found it wise to put 70% of our immune cells in the gut. These immune cells are trained by the beneficial bacteria to see good bacteria and then bad pathogens and then work on them. So it's a whole process, all to give us great health. Okay, all to give the cells what the cells need to function optimally. Apart from the air we breathe, that also has its role in powering the cells. I think the nutrients are good for our growth. So yes, 70% of our immunity is there. Not only the immunity, but even emotionally, we have hormones that are in the gut, forming the gut. And some would say I have a gut feeling when things are not good there. It's all emotional. So the gut controls not only digestion, but it controls our emotions, and it also controls our brain activity.
So that means our gut influences
the whole body.
The whole body.
The whole body.
It affects our mood.
It affects our mood.
Mental clarity.
Mental clarity, focus, and
it's the engine that we use to help generate our hormones.
Yeah.
And it also controls or influences our energy levels.
Our energy levels, yes.
So how you think, how you act, how you walk, how you feel.
Yeah.
Wow. And how healthy you are.
And how healthy you are.
It's all from
the gut.
The gut.
Yeah.
I guess it's gradually becoming one of the most important organs in the body.
Yeah, for me, I think it's a very important organ because we don't put food in our hearts. We don't put food in our brains. And one way we put toxins in our bodies is through food and through the air we breathe. Yeah. And then maybe emotionally the things we listen to. But basically everybody eats and drinks. So once the toxin load is so much and it sips into the bloodstream, it gets to the heart, it gets to the brain, it gets to the kidneys, it gets to the liver, and the whole body is at war for survival. Yeah.
So it's actually protect your gut.
Yeah, you need
if you want the rest of your body to do well.
To function well, yeah, your gut is very key.
I see. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very interesting section. At least now we are very clear as to the importance of our gut and how we should manage it. We'll be taking our first break and we'll play, since we're in a Christmas mood, we are playing Christmas songs. Our first song is The First Noel by Bonnie M. Please stick and stay.
Z 101.9 FM.
Gut health with our gut expert, Mr. Andrew Apo.
Yes, Apo.
Good. Now that we know how important the gut is, both in our nutritional health, our emotional health, our mental health, and our immunity, December is coming. We know that there are different kinds of dirty December, which are, if you are not careful, you dirty your stomach too. In fact, the stomach will almost invariably end up being dirty. So let's ask about the things that we know we are going to indulge in, and let's see how we can manage that space.
Okay.
What is the impact of excess sugar, alcohol, and fried foods on the gut?
On the gut. Okay. So basically, it's unfortunate. Growing up, we never knew December could be dirty. I think December.
Well, they say it's D-E-T-T-Y and not D-I-R-T-Y.
Okay, but to the ear, it sounds dirty. And looking at the activities that goes on in December, it's been shifted from celebrating the birth of our Savior to so much commercialized fun. Businesses are cashing in. You would not fault them for that, because once you are ignorant of who and what you are, you fall prey to.
We have Black December. We have Black Friday. We have Black December.
We have Black December. I think that's a much better word than dirty December. So, alcohol. Alcohol is a toxin. It's a poison. I mean, we shouldn't run away from it. I mean, it's the body. Once anybody takes alcohol, the body senses it as a toxin. There's no nutritional value to alcohol, and therefore the liver has to break it down, break all the toxins down, so that it doesn't get into your bloodstream. Now, it's been marketed and promoted as something that would give you some high and some raise your feel-good hormones, your dopamine, your happy hormones and stuff like that. But I always say that there are two things that the body, that would make the body sick. One, the things it needs as far as nutrition is concerned, and the things it does not need as far as toxins are concerned. So if you can give your body good nutrition and eliminate toxins, basically you are fit to survive many, many, many years. Now, alcohol is one such product that actually breaks us down. It gives the liver too much work to do. And you know that the liver is the detoxification organ in the body.
Yes.
And it's very resilient. But the fact that it's resilient doesn't mean that punish it by gulping so much alcohol into the system and giving it work to do.
They are advocating for moderation.
Moderation. I mean, you should know your body moderately, and once you're done with it, then you know that I need to detox my liver. Then also sugars. Today, when we talk about sugars, I don't even look at just the white sugar that we put in our porridge. Sugars is in everything. Every food, every packed food, every processed food has sugars in it. And it's a very big industry. The sugar industry is a very big industry. And therefore, if you should Google, or today we have very free universities, Google, YouTube, and then now we have AI, and see the damage sugar causes to health, you would know that sugar is something that you should stay away from. If there's anything, eat natural sugars. And like I was telling you about my sister, when she came to Ghana with her kids, she's groomed these kids and they don't know sugar.
That thing is, it's a gift to be able to do that. But if you do that, it makes a huge difference. I'm
telling you, these kids, the eldest is 19 years old and they don't know what sugar is. There's no sugar.
It's an acquired taste.
It's an acquired taste. So
and they didn't acquire that.
They didn't acquire it. So when they came and I remember my mom was putting sugar in there, they told her, Grandma, we don't eat this. So they have their either the honey or the dates and natural sweetness. Okay, so sugar actually feeds the bad bacteria in our gut. So they multiply and then it suppresses the good bacteria. So once you have that, then it means that you're going to have issues with absorption, issues with digestion, and then...
And sugar is a major cause of inflammation in our body.
Inflammation in the body, yes. So and once there's inflammation, there's every probability that you have permeation of the gut lining, leaky guts. And once the leaky gut sets in, then the toxins run into your bloodstream and they start doing damage.
So high sugar consumption results in a leaky gut.
Yeah.
The leaky gut would then allow the toxins
to enter.
And then it opens the
doorway
for diseases
too. Yeah. So once you can curb your sugar intake, which stems from the sweet stuff that we eat during and drink during.
Sugar is nice.
Sugar is nice, and you know it's addictive.
It's addictive. So how do we deal with that one?
It's a big problem. You need to deal with it based on knowledge. Scripture says that for lack of knowledge, my people perish. It was not just talking about spiritual knowledge, but it was talking about even physical and scientific knowledge. Your body is the only one that you have. You could have a couple of vehicles, and if one is not functioning, you move to the next one. But if your body is not functioning, the spirit man in you would have to leave you, because it cannot dwell in an unclean body. And one way you can have an unclean body is a sick body. The body was not made to be sick, but we have made it sick because we have put in what we are not supposed to put in. So yes, be moderate on your sugar.
But how do we get rid of the sugar habit?
I wouldn't want to say get rid of it, because it's become an acquired taste where, people cannot get rid of it, but just be moderate on it. And then now look for alternatives. And one thing, if you decide to stay off sugar for, let's say, a month, habit is built normally within a month. 21 days, 28 days for the woman, I'm told. You build that habit, and you realize that now when you go to sugar, it tastes funny for you, okay? And you feel, you have the feel good thing that you're not getting sick. So that is for the sugars. Now, the most dangerous ones is our vegetable oils.
Talk to me.
Yeah, the seed oils. Africans have had our oils that our grandma oil, we have a palm nut oil, we have a palm kernel oil, avocado oil, and now olive oil, which is more predominant in the northern part of Africa and Mediterranean areas. Now, we're from seed oils. Seed oils emanated from America.
They are machine oils.
They are machine oils. The process with which it goes through, if you should get to know, you're not going to take it. You can put them in your car and it'll work. It's like gasoline. So, and once you take it, it causes a lot of inflammation in your gut linings and to your cells. And inflammation, you don't want inflammation in your system. So one dangerous thing that we can eat is those seed oils that have been labeled and packaged nicely. And that's what everybody buys because of ignorance. Okay, so these are the things we eat in Christmas. If the person is a Christian, he says, I'm not going for alcohol, but you're going for all the sugar drinks with your fries. And now, with the emanation of junk foods into our system, people hardly cook. When we were kids, Christmas was like family oriented. You cook, and then families would meet, and it was, but now it's like everything has been thrown into a chaotic, festivity, and we eat all the foods that have been imported from outside to us, and we don't care, only to fall sick in January, and then the rest of 2026 is going to be you battling one disease from the other because of what you did in December.
We need to have some new Year resolutions about some of these things.
Yeah, I think knowledge of what we put into our system is very key. The foods we eat is very key. You need to ask the question, am I eating for entertainment or am I eating for nutrition? A lot of us eat for entertainment, because the tongue, it's a very, how do I call it? It's an organ that can get you into trouble. Even from what you say.
For what you say, yes.
Yes, and then, so if you don't manage the tongue, from what you say and what goes into you, it would take sweet things. It will not tell you that which you're eating is wrong. It's only based on the knowledge. Now, when it gets into your gut and it's wrong, you start feeling it. Okay? And that's where, if you're not lucky, it could be dangerous to your health.
I was telling somebody a few days ago that in the olden days, Christmas was Fanta, jollof, and chicken. And as if the whole year, that was the only time you got to eat Fanta. You got to have a drink of Fanta or Coke. You ate jollof, and you were given chicken.
Yeah.
That's when we were very young.
Yeah.
So you would eat, in quotes, healthy the whole year, but at Christmas you were allowed to indulge.
Yeah.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
Now, on a daily and weekly basis, we are having what used to be Christmas fare.
Yeah.
Fanta, jollof, and chicken.
Now Indomie.
And now Indomie. Indomie is another. And those are the kinds of foods now we are taking on a daily basis.
Okay.
It's no longer a situation of, it's a small amount which our bodies can handle.
Yeah.
But we are consuming these in large amounts. And over the festivities, if you're not careful, the numbers of the amounts even increase even further. So in the light of that, how can we protect or support our gut and still enjoy our parties and our, occasions and meetings over the Christmas?
Okay, so like I was saying, you need to understand how the body functions. You need to know how you function as a human being. Like I was saying, your body is a vehicle that has been given to you to express whatever your purposes are here on earth. Now, it's a very precious and intelligent system. So first of all, knowledge is key. What am I putting into my body? Is what I'm putting into my body just entertaining my tongue, or is going to give my cells nutrients for me to function? Now, one elderly mentor told me that every year, try and visit the hospital, try and visit the morgue, try and visit the psychiatry, and try and visit the cell, the prisons. Once you visit these places, then you know how precious life is. But most of us don't actually see our bodies as that which is carrying us. And we overindulge. We are caught up with the fun. And like I said from the beginning, businesses are commercializing the festivities. We have made Christmas like I need to save for the whole year only to harm my body in the name of fun, in the name of fun during December. And funny enough, it starts from 24th, 25th, 26th.
Yeah, you can go to parties every single
and to the first by 3rd, things cool off. So take it 2 weeks, maximum 2 weeks. 2 weeks of damage if you are not careful. Now, because emotionally, people like to be happy, and there are triggers that make us happy. Alcohol is one. And you're drinking, and then you go off. And when you drink a lot, and when you drink and you even feel a little tipsy, your appetite is somehow, enhanced. So you tend to eat a lot. Okay, but you ask yourself, does my body need all this food? Okay, so if it's a bowl of fufu with plenty meat, do I need all this? But knowledge will tell you that these plenty foods are going to be broken down into molecules, the nutrients. But you don't see the nutrients in the food. You only see the palatable nature of the food, and that gets into you. Now, once it gets into you, the body picks just what it needs. The rest is waste. So now you become a whole sewage.
A whole sewage system.
A whole sewage system working. And it becomes difficult. I tell people, if you're driving and you see a loaded truck, an overloaded truck, you insult that driver. That, look, why you're causing damage to the road, you're causing damage to other pedestrians, and that knowledge comes here. But if you overload your body with food, junk, you're causing damage to your own body, you're causing damage to the people, your neighbors, your family, your immediate family. If you get sick, you're giving the doctor too much work to do. Okay? And you make, if things does not go as planned, you bring sorrow to people, your loved ones. So I think that, yes, in this festive season, we shouldn't overindulge. You should just be smart up here. Take things in moderation. Slow down. It's just 14 days. January is going to come, and then we'll start thinking school fees and how to meet. In fact,
if you want to be smart, pay your school fees now, so that
otherwise, dirty December is
so
going
to. When you are spending, you can spend freely, because you've paid your school fees.
And you know something, the trap. A lot of our brothers who are outside the country, they work. They never have the fun.
No.
So for them, December is when they come and have all the fun.
They are 1 year.
The whole of their 1 year
is for that.
The 2 weeks to just have the fun. They bring in their dollars and whatever. And we are also caught up in that frenzy with our CDs. They'll go back and then they would, and then by January we are broke. And all the money went into alcohol, food. And then just partying and engaging in gate fees. You get it. So I think that Yes, if you are youth today, the youth are not excused from sickness. In fact, toxins don't know your age. Once you put garbage into your system, garbage will do what it has to do, regardless of your age.
There are too many young people having diseases that we used to talk about with older people. Too many young people having diabetes. Too many young people having hypertension. Too many young people having stroke.
Yeah.
Too many young people having sudden deaths.
Yeah.
You just hear this person, he collapsed and he died. How old is he? 40-something. How old is he? 30-something. And it makes no sense.
It's the result of what we put into our system, what we eat, what we drink, what we listen to. You know, I tune into Z and I listen to, because there's not too much talk. I would tune into Atlantis.
One day I was traveling, I was going somewhere, and they were playing excellent music on Z. Back to back to back. It was awesome.
It calms you down. You don't do, but we listen to a whole lot of stuff that disturbs you.
No more this political talk.
Yes, it just raises your blood pressure.
As I think Reverend Otabu was saying, by the time you get to work, you're angry with everybody.
You're angry with everybody. It's what you're listening to. Now you go and then you consume stuff that would also disturb your gut. Okay, and once your gut is disturbed, your brain is disturbed. People don't know that, but an unhealthy gut is an unhealthy brain.
There's something about if you take a high sugar load, then your brain becomes foggy.
Yeah,
you cannot think very clearly.
There's a spike there's a spike and there's a drop. So you're like, the sugar is acting on you, but you should control what goes into your system.
So you say we should what? Eat in moderation.
Moderation.
We should drink in moderation.
Drink in moderation.
We should be careful what we eat.
Yeah.
And what we consume.
Exercise.
And then we should exercise.
Yeah.
Which one? What's the preferred exercise? Walking,
and preferably if you can walk barefoot, if you have some compound to get your feet on the soil.
This is not guts, but tell me more about that.
Recently, I chanced on a research paper where whites were asking us to walk barefoot. Grounding, they call it grounding. So I went into it and I said, but our forefathers have been grounding. What is it with grounding? You know, the earth is a being. It's an intelligent being. We call it a mother. And there are electromagnetic, forces within the earth. And beneath your feet are nerve endings that connect to your organs. So once you step on the soil with your bare feet, there's a connection, a magnetic connection, where it's able to draw all the bad stuff in you and then put into you all the good ions. But we insulate ourselves with a rubber. And that's also a commercial venture of providing shoes for us. So even at home, you don't want to put your feet on the ground. We've made the earth feel like it's not clean. But this is a being that gives you your food to eat. This is a being that grounds you and sustains you. How can you hate it that much? So you realize that people who put their feet on the ground most of the time hardly fall sick. It's a secret that a lot of people don't know.
You have to go and speak to One Love, the Kubolo, and find out.
Yes.
How many times he's fallen sick in the past year or 2 years?
He'll tell you they never fall sick because they download all the bad stuff into the earth and then pick out the good stuff. So walk, preferably if you can do barefoot. Just be careful you don't trample.
So not barefoot on concrete, but barefoot on grass.
On grass.
On soil.
On soil.
Actual soil.
Actual soil. You can do this test. Take, the meter that the electricians use. Try it. Okay. Put your feet on the bare ground, hold it and test it. You see electrical, readings. We are electrical beings also. That's another part that maybe we can discuss.
No, we are actually electrical beings. I was waiting for you to say that part. And we are a mass of negative and positive ions. Yeah. And by standing on the bare ground, we are earthed. Like the way our houses are earthed and our electrical gadgets are earthed.
Yeah.
And it gives us an opportunity for there to be an exchange of these positive and negative ions with the ground, so that we are back balanced.
Yeah.
Yes, that phenomenon actually does exist.
Yeah.
So even though it is not a gut issue, it's also it is a health issue. Grounding is indeed a health issue.
I'll tell you something. I visited a very prominent person who was buying some products from me some time back, and I told him, Daddy, in as much as I'm selling this to you, I don't want you to also use a common sense approach to health. Just put your feet on the ground. You have nice lawn. He goes like, why should I put the insects? I'm like, geez. Sometimes you see, when you get money, when you become too affluent, you forget that we all came from the village some way, somehow. When you trace
you and the insects, we are in symbiosis.
We are in symbiosis. We live with them,
Yeah.
you know. And so I told him, at least early morning, base the sun a little, get some vitamin D, and then put your feet on the ground, and you would see recovery with because he had a pack of drugs that he was on, and all these, you know, would help you manage your situation, put a load on the liver, and you know. So sometimes health should be very simple and cost effective.
Did he do it?
He said he was going to do it, but I realized it was difficult for him because even in his tiled room, he had a slippers on. You know, this bathroom, so much affluent lifestyle can cost us.
A patient of mine came to tell me that he was getting electrical shock, and whenever he touched somebody or his wife, he was getting electrical shock. And I told them, I figured out what the problem was, and it was this whole electrical imbalance thing.
Yeah.
And one of the things I told him to do was walk on the bare ground. And he didn't believe me. And I told him to do something else, change your bed sheets. And when he did that, everything stopped.
Yeah.
The electrical problem went away totally. I said, don't use this bed sheet, use this type of bed sheet, and that solved the problem. No more electrical shocks. But we are indeed electrical beings, and we are carrying various kinds of currents inside.
And when they talk about the cell, they talk about a positive and a negative.
Yes.
And if you should do the number of cells in our system plus the voltage that it emits, we're whole nuclear. we are working nuclear reactors. We are working nuclear reactors, and therefore you need to give it the right, you know.
Thing to balance everything else.
Yeah, to balance everything.
Excellent, ladies and gentlemen. We shall take our second song, a quick break, so that you guys can have a bathroom break and pick a drink, preferably a low sugar alternative. Coconut water would be great. The second song is "Mary Did You Know" by Pentatonics.
Z.
we are talking about gut health. We've had some very enlightening discussions so far, and we know what the problems are. We know what is causing our problems, and we shall now talk about what we can do after we have indulged or overindulged. Yeah, I just remember that the Professor Kosa has a statement that any oil that comes on the top of something when you boil it, that thing's a natural oil.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have to do more than just boiling it to get the oil out of it, we have to start asking questions. Whether it's, so you whatever you do to palm fruits, you get some oil. You do to groundnuts, you get some oil. You do to
avocado,
coconut, you will get oil. Palm kernel, you don't struggle to get oil out of those things.
Even avocado.
Yes.
Though it's expensive.
Yes, avocado and olive oil. It's a natural process.
Yeah.
It's not. There's nothing. You don't need too many machines even to get it out. So those kinds of oils are good oils. And for years they demonized palm oil, which wasn't fair, because palm oil is not as bad as they try to give us the impression that it was, and so it did cause some damage to that's the market for palm oil. And seed oils were actually promoted. But in natural fact, our local oils and natural oils are the more healthier alternative and should be encouraged. So, Mr. Andrew.
Yes, sir.
So, okay. After we know. Let's say that the things you've done are bad, and you have insulted your gut by various means.
Yeah.
Be it food, be it alcohol, be it herbs, be it what, you know that you have overloaded
yourself.
Your gut.
Yeah.
And you are told that, it's wise to undergo a detoxification.
Okay.
What is that? What is a detoxification? And why is it beneficial?
Okay. So first of all, I would say that when we mention the word detoxification, most people just think about a colon detox. So growing up, we had bentoas in the house, and your mommy would just pump some enema.
That's a lower colon cleanse.
A lower colon cleanse. But the body itself has its own detox system, starting with the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, I think the skin. These 4 organs would do a very good detox. So I would say that if you're doing, and then the colon, if you're doing a whole detox regimen, it should not only be the colon, it should be the lungs, where you have to do deep breathing, getting in fresh oxygen and taking CO2 out of the system, and all these carbon monoxide stuff that we are battling with. So deep breathing is one thing that we should practice early in the morning. You breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. Breathe in. It helps to detox the lungs. And then also the liver. There are certain foods that once taken would detox the liver. But I do more on supplementation, where I have good supplements that helps to detox the liver. There are certain, anytime you're taking a liver detox, look out for the herb milk thistle. Milk thistle. Once it's in the supplement, it aids to detox the liver. And then your kidneys. Your kidneys are that which would flush off all that the liver has given to it out in urine. So hydration is very, very key here. So good urination. And what I practice is when I wake up in the morning, I do my glass of warm water with a bit of lemon and ginger, slices of ginger. And sometimes I can just drop a little rock salt in it for mineralization, and then I just drink it. And
lemon, ginger, and rock salt.
Yeah, rock salt, just a little,
Adango.
Not too much.
Adango.
Yeah,
okay.
in warm water.
And
then I drink it.
And what would that do for you?
I pee. It flushes me.
Okay.
And it even helps in getting you to visit the loo, the bathroom very easily.
Okay.
So that is
alkalize your system.
Alkalize your system. Yeah, it becomes a regimen. So you should do that. Your early morning detox. That will work on the kidneys and help the kidneys to don't drink too much water, because sometimes you could have an overload intoxication. There's water intoxication. Yes, where you put too much pressure on the kidneys to function. And then, like I was saying, walking, okay, where you sweat. Once you walk, you sweat, and your armpits has to get all those stuff from the system. But we now put 48 hours deodorant stuff there, blocking all the channels to allow us sweat. I mean,
some guys recently said the women have all the nice products. They have the 48-hour roll-on and things of that sort. And men don't have as many options.
Yeah, so Doc, you would agree with me. Check their hormonal issues.
Aluminium and things are all inside.
Check their hormonal issues today. It's like confused.
Yeah.
So it's all because of people making products to make money, but not for our health. Okay. So yes, and then regular bowel movement, eating a lot of fiber foods. Okay. A lot of fiber foods and basic fiber foods. You eat rice and stew, and then eat your normal body ampesi with contomere, nyadwa, pre, and see how your body reacts as far as your bowel movements are concerned.
The rice has constipation.
It has constipation. This one would
normal bowel motions.
Bowel motions. And
you won't have feces staying in your intestines for too long and causing. Because there's an argument, the fact that the longer if you're constipated, it means the feces stays in the bowel a longer time. And so there's longer contact between the nitrates that you have inside and your bowel wall. And the result is that you have a greater increased risk of colon cancers and things of that sort. If you've got regular bowel motion, it means whatever you eat, it comes out. That contact is less.
Yeah.
And then, of course, your yam and your yam or body,
the local foods
will ensure good fiber, not processed, far healthier options.
And then also, when you sit on your WC, raise your legs a bit.
Yeah. Put your feet on the stool. If you say raise your leg, it's going to be all. How can you raise your leg?
Okay. Put your feet on the stool.
Put your feet on the stool.
Get a very short stool that could give you that 45 angle.
So that your knees are a little bit up.
Your knees are a little bit up, so that the elimination process.
It gives you the right curve. So
look at all the mammals that we see. Our cats, our dogs. They don't stand to. There's a way of squatting. They squat to So.
That's why the Chinese are still squatting.
The Chinese are still squatting.
Their toilets are squat toilets.
Yeah, I remember in secondary school, I went to GSTS and we had this. Our toilet was the squatting type, so you have to squat.
Yeah.
I think it was a military school back then. So, but I think the new blocks that they were building, they brought a comfortable one.
Yes. I went to GSTS. So.
we have a lot in common. Wow.
Indeed.
Okay. So that is it. So detox shouldn't just be colon. It should be a whole regimen. So you're looking at your liver, you're looking at your kidneys, you're looking at your lungs, breathing exercise, your colon, and then your sweating exercise.
And what does it do for you?
It lightens you up. It takes away toxins from your body.
It takes away toxins from your body.
Less inflammation. The body is lighter. Nutrients are, your mind is active. You have more energy to perform, and you grow healthy.
And your risk of diseases.
Dropped, and you live long.
Immune system is boosted.
Is boosted, and you live long.
The
world it's going to be sweet, so you need to live long. I was listening to a scientist, and he says if you go past 2030 and you have money, I mean, you would live for a very long time. Yeah, because science is going to get us more healthy. So we have 5 years to go to take care of yourself very well and make a lot of money so that you can enjoy.
You can take advantage of the things which are coming.
Yeah.
So January 1. January 1, we have fasting and prayer to put the year into shape. We also have detox. There are the times of the year that people get up and say, something, I want to start the year well.
Yeah.
I want to detox. I want to try and ensure that for the next 2 weeks, I am going to get rid of last year's junk and prepare well for next year.
Yeah.
What should somebody do? What detox habits would you suggest? 1st January to 15th January.
Okay,
let's give ourselves targets that we are going
targets
to
that
work
we're going to work with. So first,
mine will start on the 4th, not first.
So every morning, try and do your regular warm water, little rock salts, lime, ginger, just to flush your system. Okay.
Warm water, lime, ginger, rock salt.
Yeah, just do it. If 2 glasses, just
Yeah. Okay.
And then don't eat too much. We'll be fasting too. So most churches, but if you are not a Christian and you don't have any fasting program,
fasting is still good for you.
It's very good. Yes.
Even the non-religious reasons, fasting
is very good because
good for you.
Once you overload your system, it's not healthy. So allow the body to eat up some of the.
So what kind of fasting would you recommend this?
I would recommend intermittent fasting. So
intermittent fasting.
Yeah. So what you do is you eat.
You shouldn't do 6 to 6 that time. It's for 2 weeks, so. It's not for the whole year.
You know something? Somebody said that I fast every night when I go to sleep. So what I do is that I eat within an 8-hour window.
Okay, so you do a 16-8.
A 16-8.
Okay.
Okay, so at least, and you get used to it.
Eat for 8 hours.
Eat for 8 hours
and then
rest the body fast for 16 hours. So depending on what you want to do. Think right. Okay, 2026 is going to bring a lot of goodies in my estimate. Let's be optimistic and then not dwell too much into the past, live in the now. So think right and do exercising. Sometimes I say a basic exercise could just be movement. Some people think exercising is going to the gym and carrying all these metals. It's good for your muscle, but just washing your car and cleaning your car, something you're passionate about, cleaning your room, walking, doing a little bit of weeding around your house, gardening. It gets you to sweat and gets the body to move. So we can do that. And then sleep well. We need to really sleep well. It's very key because in sleeping, the gut heals itself. In sleeping, digestion is enhanced. So we've dirtied ourselves in December. We've had a lot. We've had a lot of sleep. How do you call it? Arrears. So once you get into January, when you have the opportunity to sleep, do your 8-hour sleep and sleep very well.
You think that'll be?
Yeah, I think
that'll be enough.
That is something that the basic.
Should we add some more things?
The basic, and play. I mean, in as much as one thing I realize is when we become adults, we cease to play. Play. I mean, play and laugh, and if you can fall in love with yourself more, and if you have a loved one, enhance your love affair. It keeps you light and makes you live younger.
Yeah, I was reading an article recently, and they were saying that having a good relationship is even more important for men than women.
I'm telling you, I mean,
because that is what makes men live longer. In fact, a good relationship makes men live twice as long than a good relationship for a woman. So it extends men's life even further.
I'm happy somebody is listening to me. I just want to let her know that, I'm happy she put smiles on my face.
Excellent. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Quick question. Let's go over the detox thing again. Lemon, ginger, warm water, a little bit of rock salt every morning.
Every morning. Eat more healthy.
Make conscious healthier choices in what you eat.
Fruits, vegetables. You can do pawpaw, ripe pawpaw in the evenings. It breaks down. It has properties that will help break down the stools and then your morning. Kind of
stuff. Pineapple is very good for digestion. Is also good for digestion.
Yeah.
Food very well. Intermittent fasting or a longer fast. But actually, morning to 6 to 6 fast is 12 hours.
It's 12 hours.
Intermittent fasting is
some even go eat 18 hours. But within your 8 hours, just do. You can eat everything you want to eat as much as you can within the 8-hour window. Period. But once you're done, so for me, 4 p.m. I'm done.
You shut down at 4?
I shut down at 4.
So nothing enters your mouth after 4?
Water.
That is why you don't have a pot belly. You see, you can't live like Mr. Kante, this thing.
Water.
It's not fair. People like him working.
But sometimes you get your friends.
So I invite you to dinner. You tell me that my shop is closed.
No, I would eat light.
You'd eat light.
I would eat light, knowing that the next morning I have to do something to flush it away.
Or you push your resumption time tomorrow a little bit later.
Yeah. Too much food is not good.
Yeah,
as
we
usual,
discovered.
Yeah.
It's been said that every animal eats once a day.
Mhm.
Why does a human being eat 3 times?
It's a commercial venture.
We would like to end with this scenario. Assuming you were going to have only one car
Mhm.
till the day you die, how well will you look after that car? Would you take it for servicing regularly? Would you wash it every time? Would you ensure it's well greased, tires are pumped, everything working with it? But you can't change it. That's it.
Yeah, and
we have only one body.
And that's the body. We have only one body.
Only one
and
body.
If you have been close to a very sick relative before and had to take care of that person, then you know that once you are sick, everything about you comes to a standstill.
Nothing.
Your business is going to go down, no matter how efficient people are going. The dream is going to die with you. The whole energy comes down. So I think that this is the only thing God gave to us. It has the ability to go beyond 100 years if only we want it to. And we must know that it is our life, and we should not allow it to be influenced by businesses. So eat like a poor man, live like a poor man, put your feet on the ground. Sometimes don't overindulge in thinking about things that would hurt you. Fall in love, play, smile, and be in tune with, everybody. And your spirituality also matters. Be in tune with your Creator. And then
allow your wife to spend your money small.
Yes. There's nothing as beautiful as your spending on your wife.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great time indeed, and I think we have to do this again sometime next year. Hopefully, the earlier in the year, the better.
We'll do a review.
I know the things I'm going to do in January, because this January I have to do a proper detox schedule and then create habits that I'm going to run throughout the year, so that by December I will look and feel different.
Can I request a song for my kids?
Yes, what song would you like?
It's not a Christmas song, but it's a love song.
Let's see if we can find it. What's the name?
Daddy Lumba's Medono.
We need to find Daddy Lumba's Medono, and then we shall play. You didn't find my Bob Cole. Efuponko.
You have that, right? Yeah. I just want to tell my kids listening to me that I love them so much. They are all, they are the reason.
They are the reason for all these.
And then there's a woman listening to me. She knows herself.
Mm-hmm. She shall not be named for now, but
she knows herself.
She knows herself.
Yeah.
Okay. We shall play that song on all of us our behalf.
Yes. And Doc, thank you so much, and we'll get to talk some more. Review how after Christmas, happens to us.
All right. We'd like to thank you for coming to share your knowledge with us. The things you have said have been very insightful, and there are quite a number of things that we can immediately implement. Yeah. So it's not like they are not abstract at all. There are things we can start doing here and now, and it would make a big difference to our lives.
Okay.
And hopefully by next year we should even see that we would feel better knowing that these are the changes that we made. I'd like to say Merry Christmas to my parents, Professor and Mrs. Aite, and then to Auntie Nana Dansumenu, who has been listening religiously and sending me her comments about how well we are doing, and when we are not doing well too, she sends her comments. We really appreciate the feedback and the input. So, Mr. Kante, shall you dispatch us into the new year with... This will be our last episode for the year. I'm going on a holiday. We shall come back next year with vim and vibe and be a more healthy person. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a lovely day. Good night. Bye.
You're tuned in to and Business Radio.